Hello everybody, welcome to BestUnder.in, and today we bring you the best phones under Rs 14,000. Though this list is more influenced by best phones under Rs 13,000, but we do have an addition on our list. This price range is not as popular as the 13,000 range, but yes, an addition of Rs 1,000 does add more competition and a heck of features to the list. Also, all the phones mentioned here are Marshmallow based phones. So without further ado, let's kick off the list with the first phone on this list, the Moto G Plus 4th Gen 16GB version. You have heard enough about the specs of this phone on our previous video. So this time we'll just go through what's special in this phone and also what it's missing at this price range. One of the best reasons you would buy this phone is the pure Android experience and assured Android upgrades that this company gives. The second major reason is the turbo power charging, which is highly efficient and has better results than any kind of fast or quick charge technology. Also, the water repellent nano coating and dedicated dual SIM and micro SD card slot just adds to the reason to favor this phone among others. The Moto G4 Plus even packs an improved camera app with one of the fastest laser autofocus constituting the 16 megapixel primary camera on the rear and a 5 megapixel front shooter for selfies. Now coming on the downsides, this phone is powered by a Snapdragon 617 processor coupled with Adreno 405 GPU, which is the most basic version of 4th generation of Adreno GPUs and clearly struggles under the load of heavy games. The 2GB RAM and 16GB internal are just enough, as this is the least that you get from any vendors. The other thing lacking in this phone is NFC, and also low light camera performance is average. The phone is good, but comparing with other phones on this list, Moto G4 Plus 16GB seems highly priced. The next phone on this list is the Lenovo Vibe K5 Note 4GB RAM version. This multimedia focused phone is Dolby Atmos enabled and VR enabled with Theater Max. In addition, it is also configured with a 3-mic system for crisp and clear video chats to voice recording sound. Also, among all the phones featured on this list, this phone supports the most RAM. Though the SIM tray is hybrid type, but the 32GB internal memory compensates the need of microSD card. The only downside is the 1.8 GHz octa-core MediaTek Helio P10 processor, which is a relatively old and mediocre chipset. Rather, the Helio X10 could have been a better match. Nonetheless, the metal unibody design, fingerprint sensor and a capacious 3500 mAh battery just makes this phone more desirable and worthy. Next, we have the phone with the best specifications, LeEco Le2. The LeEco Le2 was the first rival to actually offer better specs than the Xiaomi Redmi Note 3. As the tagline suggests, the phone does not compromise and offers the most at its price range. With the latest and powerful octa-core Snapdragon 652 processor and a pair of 16 megapixel with 8 megapixel cameras, the phone can do 4K video recording too. The 3GB RAM and 32GB ROM use the eMMC 5.1 flash memory technology, ensuring greater read-write capability. The use of Type-C USB enables bidirectional connection and also ensures optimal charging efficiency. LeEco's approach to future has enabled it to use one of the first Type-C CDLA headphones on this gadget, refining the sound quality to lossless. The best thing is that it is also eligible for the free LeEco system subscription for a year. It has a good battery life of 3000 mAh supported by fast charging support. Now talking about the cons, LeEco's active approach to future technology sometimes plays against it, as there is no 3.5mm audio connector and no microSD card support. Instead, we have a Type-C USB connector and cloud storage option is available. The camera performance is also average, but being a mid-range budget phone, nothing exceptional is expected. Specifications wise, this is undoubtedly the best phone on this list.
I don't know what you want. Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do.
Before we unveil our topic, Give us a thumbs up if you like this video and do subscribe to our channel. Last but certainly not the least, to adorn our list, we have the Infocus Epic One. This new player in the market has played all its aces with the powerful 2 GHz MediaTek Helio X20 Deca core processor and is the first phone to use a Deca core processor while its competitors are still stuck with the octa cores. This high-grade CPU is coupled with the Mali T880 MP4 GPU and 3 GB of RAM. Even the cameras in this phone have played their cards pretty well. The rear camera is a 16 megapixel sensor with auto image stabilization and object tracking, while the 8 megapixel front sensor has a f1.8 aperture assuring better low light photography. If that was not enough, the 3000 mAh battery supports fast charging with USB Type-C connector. It has a metal clad design and looks good. The company has worked good on the hardware front, but on the software front, the custom UI looks dated despite being on top of Android Marshmallow. This downside is in addition to the lousy fingerprint scanner that could have been better. Overall, this phone is a must-buy gadget. You can also consider Xiaomi Redmi Note 3 as a good option for this list, but it is pretty much faded out by the above listed phones. So to conclude, if you want the best specs, like best gaming phone and active approach to future technology, the LeEco Le2 is your pick. But if you want the best specs with the latest MediaTek Deca core processor and great camera pairs, then do not hesitate to go for the Infocus Epic One. For 4GB RAM, we have the Lenovo Vibe K5 Note 4GB RAM version. And last but not the least, if you want a tier 1 trusted splash-proof phone, then go for the Moto G Plus 4th Gen 16GB version, which may not give much features, but with quality and after-sales support won't disappoint you for sure. So what do you think about our list of the best phones under Rs 14,000? Do comment below and don't forget to like, share and subscribe.